Yeah, I think he's saying 5 minutes?
Yeah. Okay.
No, can't be.
Yeah, just have a chat with you about what happened yesterday, I suppose. I was in the Magistrates Court for an application for warrant of entry for gas and electric. About a year ago, Kevin Marks, who's sitting over there, and Paul Webster geared me up with information to go and tackle the court over SSE. I beat him off twice. The first officer come in, he weren't legally trained, so he got chucked out. And they brought a legally trained person, and I overturned them and they didn't get the warrant. They told the SSE not to come back again. Yesterday, I don't know if you've seen some of the videos on my Facebook. Last year they come mob-handed with a warrant over EDF to come get entry to my property. Police assisting, drilling the locks, round the back, unscrewing patio doors whilst the police are watching them. 7 hours I was there for, and I couldn't get in. Never been in front of the court for them, fighting them off. On Monday, I was up in front for EDF, got down to the court about 5 to 10. Found the courtroom, security guard told me which court I was in, went and sat at the back and witnessed him sitting at the back, just witnessed about 5 or 6 warrants being put through for money, so he get warrant of entry. At the end of it, I said, put my hand up, I said, hold on a minute, I said, I've had my address being put out, I understand you might have applied for a warrant. The legal clerk threw out the bench, they retired, should have a word with him outside. Went outside, he said, I said, you put mine through this time. Bearing in mind last month I went down there, and he said he refused to put it through because of the controversy of what happened last year. But because I wasn't down at the court, he'd got mine in about 9:30, quarter to 10. So they're putting warrants through the court that wasn't listed on the court listing but before 10 o'clock, which is maladministration, which is all done in the private anyway. So anyway, so I went and got the legal clerk and said, look, I'm here to oppose this application. I've just got a copy of the warrant off of the warrant officer, and it's in another name. I said, it's not even my name, as I've pointed out to him. I said, plus I'm here to oppose it. I said, the 54 Gas Act, the 86 Gas Act, I said, it's perjury, it's fraud. So they've cancelled the warrant, and so we book another appointment to come back. So I went in yesterday. I went down a few witnesses, and we've gone into the court, and the night before, I've laid a private prosecution, 6 counts of fraud under the Fraud Act 2006, 1 account of breach of oath and 1 account of perjury on the warrant officer, Dean Penfold. So I filed that into the court the day before. Yesterday morning I turned up to court with my gas meter and my electric meter in a bag. I walked up to the EDF energy bloke. I said, "No mate," I said, EDF, he said, "Yeah." I said, "I might just come down and give your property back." I said, "Can you confirm the serial numbers that you reckon's on your property?" Well, I've given him a receipt to sign, so take receipt of it. No, I'm not taking that, we deal with it in court. I said, well, I don't think we'll be going to court, mate. I said, I've just laid a claim, private prosecution against your warrant officer that was there on Monday. I said, if you want to go through that court, I'll be laying a claim against you, private prosecution for fraud and perjury. Well, we'll see how the court goes. Because I'd said it before the top senior executive at Magistrates Court, Helen Fowler, for the attention for the private prosecution. She's assigned herself to come and sit in this hearing. So I'm sitting in the court, I'm going to sit where the prosecutor sits. Well, fuck it, I'm going to sit where I want in these courtrooms. So I sat where he sat, then there's probation officers come in, and he said, I said, you're in at 10 o'clock, mate. And I said, yeah, I think we're in before you. So he's coming in, sorting his works out. So I'm sitting there, we're waiting for this Helen to come out. She's coming out, slow, Helen. I said, can we deal with this matter? I said, the private prosecution first. I said, we're going to get a date booked. I said, so I'll put that before the court. Well, no, we're not here for that today, so we're here for the other application, a warrant of entry. I was like, right, okay. I said, but I think this needs to be heard first. She said, well, no, you need to book an appointment. I said, well, I've e-filed it into the court, that's as good as booking it in. Anyway, no, so she's gone ahead, so she's got the warrant officer up, and I'll tell you what, I've got up there to explain about the 54 Gas Act. He's saying he wants a warrant of entry, he's stood under oath, the 3 magistrates come in, I've got the senior executive of Mason Magistrate Court, and she is gunning, just take her out, sit down, shut up, you're going to sit and be quiet, he's going to speak up. It's unbelievable, it's totally unprofessional. I'm sitting there laughing. And so anyway, he's going away talking away, and I said, well mate, that's an 86 Gas Act. I said, that's for monetary dispute. I said, you can't force entry for that. And then she said, well, it's under the 54 Gas Act as well, we've got the warrant here. So anyway, this has gone on, so I've spouted off and told them about there's no body of words that say that you can force entry to fit prepayment meters. And because I'm being stern, I'm being firm, and I'm addressing not just the warrant officer, not just the lead clerk, but the bench as well, letting them know I know what I'm talking about. She's then pulled them out of court. They've gone out of court, retired. They've gone what? They've about an hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes they've got out of court. We're sitting in there with that. The security bloke's coming, who we got on right with. He loves us. So he's sat at the back. Jag Tack, a solicitor, which I had when I was going to remand me in custody after I won my Crown Court case. I had to get a solicitor, got me out of the police station, and I ended up plea bargaining for a no seatbelt, about 7 offences. But Jag Tack was sitting in the back of the courtroom. While the jury was out, I was having a chat with him, the security guard, one of the clerks of the other court was sitting at the back, the probation officer from the Kent Maidstone probation office was sitting in the court. We were all sitting on, the solicitor was there, Dell was sitting at the back. We started talking to the solicitor. I was like, I said, what do you reckon about this, Jay? I said, they're useless, they've been out nearly an hour now. He said, Tobe, he said, they haven't got a clue, they don't know the law, you're teaching them the law. So anyway, they've come back in, and this senior executive, it was shocking, she was there, flicking through her book, trying to find something in the book to try to get the warrant officer to give the warrant. So she turned around to the warrant officer and said, well, you can get a warrant to disconnect the gas. I said, hold on a minute, that's not the claim that's laid before the court today. The court, what's laid before the court is to fit prepayment meters. They said, yeah, it's correct. When he was up on the stand, I said, look, you're here to fit, for a warrant of entry to fit prepayment meters, is that correct? He said, yeah. I said, are you stating, for and on the record, that there's a health and safety issue in my property? He said, no, it's not. So it's fine. He said, we're under the 86 Gas Act. I said, I'm a monetary for a financial dispute. And the 54 Gas Act don't cover it. So with that, then she's turned around to the warrant officer and said, yeah, but you can get a warrant of entry under the 54 Gas Act because you can disconnect. And he said, he turned around when she's obviously trying to get the warrant officer to side with her to say yes. The warrant officer stood up, he said, yeah, I know, but that's not EDF's policy to disconnect properties. So that's it, there's 54 Gas Act out the window. But she was trying, going in the bench, and I'm saying, yeah, it says customer. I'm not a customer. It says, like, consent. I said, that's the 86 Gas Act. You can't join the 54 to the 86. And the bench, while she's reading out, and she was saying customer, consent, prepayment meters, I said, that's the 86 Gas Act, blah, blah, and she's gone on and on, and she had a disconnection. One of the magistrates at the back of the bench, the woman on the left-hand side, or to the right of her, she turned around to the legal clerk, she said, sorry, can you read that bit out again about the consent? And she's the top senior detective in the magistrate's court. She said, I can't find it. I can't find it. And I said to her, I said, look, while you're reading this out, can I have a copy of that book you're reading through? Because I weren't prepared for this today. She said, don't worry. She's got they've got 3 or 4 of them blue books in front of her, the civil procedural and stuff. I said, can I have a copy of one of their books so I can follow what you're reading? Oh, Google it, she said. It's in court. She told me to Google it. It was unheard of. So in the end, she said, I said, right, is that it then? I said, you made it. She said, no, I've advised the bench, I've given them the direction for them, it's down to them to decide. And with that, the bench, she's gone turn around, she's trying to persuade the bench to give the warrant of entry. And the bench turned around and said, no, so we can't find any evidence to issue the warrant. Fantastic. Superb. So that was, I don't know this yet, because I don't know anyone that's actually laid a private prosecution against any of the warrant officers for fraud or what I've done. Sorry, has he? Yes, right. See, I don't know this yet, but I think the reason why that she was so adamant to issue the warrant, because I've laid a private prosecution against the warrant officer on Monday for the perjury and fraud. Now, if they hadn't overturned it, well, they overturned it on Monday, if they had, now they've not denied it, that gives strength and weight to my application, my private prosecution claim, because it's been upheld that I've defended it for them for said reasons. And so, yeah, watch the space.
So now you know what to do with your guns.